For this part, we're going to be slicing strings. So let's say we have a string that actually says slicing strings. And what we're going to do is use some sort of an index to actually access specific characters or a set of characters. But I need you to pay attention to what happens when we do that. There will be some included and some excluded. Let's start with this. So let's go ahead and print, okay, A, right? So simply print A. We know that will return the whole string. Okay. Now, if we do, say, print A 0, right? This will print the first character, and that would be capital S. Now, what if we wanted to do a collection or a series of characters, right? Well, let's do this. Print, and that would be A. And notice what I'm going to do now between the brackets. I'm going to put 2 and 5. Now, what it means, and you're going to pay attention here, 2 will be inclusive, right? Index 2, but 5 will be exclusive, which means we will not print the fifth character there. So let's count here and see if we do that. So 0, 1, 2. So the first I is at 2. Okay. 3, 4. But 5 is N. So let's see if that N will appear. And sure enough, it doesn't. So we get ICI, right? Why? Because I here is 2, but 5 is N, so it will always print 5 minus 1. So 5 is not included. If you wanted to include N, then you'll have to increase this to 6. Let's see what happens. Okay? All right, so anytime you see this number on this range here, you know what you're going to get at the as a result is that number minus 1, so 6 minus 1, which is really index 5 where N stands. So let's leave it there. And let's do this time this. Print. And we're going to do colon. I'm sorry, this is going to be the string A, colon, and we're going to do 5 or 6. Let's do 6. Let's see what happens when you do that, right? So let's go ahead and print that, okay? And notice here, it's going to go all the way up to N, right here, right? So let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it will never reach 6, so to the 5th, right? But this time, notice we don't have a lower bound like we did here with 2. So in other words, when you do something like this, you will start automatically at index 0. No wonder we get slice in, right? Okay, good. So how about the other way? What if we did print, and we put the lower bound this time, A, 2 colon. Oops. Don't forget the brackets. It's an index, right? So, and let's see what happens here. And notice, yeah, not a problem. We start exactly at index 2. So 0, 1, 2, which is I. However, we're saying by doing this is print the rest of the string. And sure enough, it continues on to the end. Now, let's go ahead and use negative values, right? So we've put in positive integers for these indices. Now, what if we did this? Print A, and let's just put minus 1 for now, without the colon. Let's see what happens. Okay? So it goes straight to the last character. So just so you know, if you do that. Okay. Now, what if we did something like this? Print A and colon minus 1. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're starting from a specific spot minus the S, going this way. Okay, so can we set the lower bound? Absolutely. And let's do this, print, and A, and starting again from, remember, from right to left when you do a negative. And let's do -3 and -1, right? So let's go ahead and run this. Okay, and there you have it. So again, the -1, we end up at G, right? And so 2, and notice 3 is I, right? So again, in this case, remember, you're going from right to left. So you're not going to the third item, you're going to the second item. Just like the other way we did, going from left to right with positive values. So it's just a sense of direction here. All right, so we'll see you again for part 3 of strings. We've got more to investigate. I will see you then.